Greetings, friends and fellow orcs. Iagra the Orcish Fiddler here, and let's play a little bit more Super Metroid today. Woo! Yes. Much woo. Much yaya. So I've had a long day today. Get the loud music down. This is blasting in my ears. I gotta find some sort of equilibrium in there. But, okay. Let's run this way. Okay. So, I went shopping today. This is our shopping trip for the month. Because we live in the middle of nowhere, and there's just all kinds of... Don't hit me with rocks, or whatever it is that you just shit. Damn thing. So we went shopping once per month. We go shopping about once per month and got all sorts of goodies. And that is also the rare time that I get to go to wherever I want to eat out at, which lately has been McDonald's. And I had so much soda. Like, today was just really warm, and I just was really, really thirsty. Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta move this thing. Okay. That'll be a little bit better, I hope. Nope. There. Now I'm feeling better. Nope. Feeling less better about that one. Why don't I just... Oh my god, what am I doing? There. Now I'm running through things. It's not bad. Or is it just because I had more soda? Because I had a lot of soda, but I assure you I will be okay. And you can have many sodas too. Although probably as much as I had today was a little much. Oh, screw it, I'll just jump over you. It's not that important. You're drinking a root beer. Well, today, let me tell you of the stresses I think we're gonna be going to today. If I remember correctly, when last we left our little adventure, we had finished Meridia and clobbered the boss there. We got Space Jump and Spring Ball. So the next part is what the thing is called. Norfair. Yes, Norfair. And I actually am going the long way. But that's okay. That's perfectly fine. We're just gonna take the scenic route. Yeah. And just make sure we haven't missed anything. Have I missed anything? I think we got this area pretty well cleared. Yeah, this area is pretty clear. Go away, ice skid thing. Let's do this the easy way. Ha. But yeah, I haven't had McDonald's in like a month, so that was good. I had myself some chicken nuggets and got myself some sweet and sour sauce. And so, interesting thing. So I had ordered using the app instead of going into the restaurant. Even though the restaurant, I think, well, we could have done drive-through, but like, I didn't want to mess with that. Yeah. So, interesting thing. Apparently, they don't charge you for extra sauces. So I was able to get myself 3. I got myself 3 extra. I didn't want to go crazy with it because, you know, I'm not going to be a jerk about it. But I did want to get a little bit of sauce because I have some chicken fries in the freezer. And they go pretty good with that. So that was my adventure to McDonald's. There wasn't much of an adventure otherwise because, you know, we ordered with the app and... Am I going the right way? I am. Okay, cool. Don't give me that. There we go. Oops. And of course, Meridia is... Nope. And then... Jump. Nope. Totally missed the jump. That's fine. We had some nuggets. We had some burgers. We had it delivered at the car. And I'm just glad that, like... I mean, I would have paid extra if I needed it because I wanted to have it for those sauce thingies, so... But they chose not to charge it. So I am actually pretty thankful for that. Alright. I will hop into the saves real quick because even though I have plenty of energy, I can be a dummy. And I don't want to run into dummy problems. What is these sections here that I have not explored? What? What? How do I not have 100% completion on this map? This is not appropriate. Oh, okay, it wore off. That's fine. I have to admit, I'm more of a fan of the fire sauce. Like, the other ones were kind of mild, but their fire sauce is pretty good. I don't think they sell the fire sauce in bottles in the stores, though. I have to check the fridge, I actually don't remember. But we have a bottle of those, but they have this chipotle sauce that you get at the store from Taco Bell, and it's really good. What am I doing here? Okay, that's what I thought. And... no. Buttons. Okay. So there's something up here that I could have gotten like a really long time ago. No. Really? All the way down here? Okay, cool. That's fine. There. Ha, I made it. And for my efforts I get missiles, yay. But yeah, I got some of that chipotle sauce today. Oh, speaking of chipotle. Not the restaurant, mind you, just chipotle in general. We're talking about food. I have to tell you about... Nope, stop. There we go. Okay, cool, good enough. Don't be doing that. Ah. It's fine, I can walk inside of lava. It's fine. Nope. What are you? Oh, another reserve tank. Cool. This is gonna sound ridiculous, but Kraft used to make a macaroni and cheese that was chipotle, like some Southwest chipotle thingy. I'm gonna have to check and see if I have a picture of the box. But it was like the most delicious thing, and they took it off the shelves, and it made me so sad. Like, there was a point where they had it at the, oh, I didn't have to do that. Come here, there we go, cool. They had it at the salvage store, and I got a whole bunch of it, but it's gone. Like I've never had it since, and it just makes me so sad. Like I have no way of reproducing that flavor. Nope, I didn't. No, gravity. Why? This is fine. Nope. Okay. I swear, space jump. Come on. Regular jump. Okay, cool. Nope. That's not the direction I want to go. What is down there? Nothing I want to worry about. There's so many things, I swear. So many delicious things that they just take off the shelves. I think I asked them, like, if they had some way for me to reproduce it. The only... Nope. Okay. You're gonna be jerks about it. Oh. Why are you... What? There. Oh, it was actually... Hang on. Is it over here? There, I got the map completed. Yay. Did I get the thing? It was over here. Why did I do that? Why did I stop running? Because I would have just run into... Okay, I did get that before. Cool. Let's go in and out so that we can not worry about this stuff. And just out of curiosity... I don't think there's anything here because they force you out of this room super quick. Nope, we're good. Alright, I think we're done in this section. Waste a bunch of energy and just go really fast. Nope, down. There we go. Alright. I'm trying to think of other fun adventures that I've had today in my shopping trip. It's kind of a tiring ordeal because I live in the middle of nowhere. It's basically an all-day thing. Like was 6 hours for us to get this done. I want to go. I do want to go in this direction, actually. See what's in that part of the map that I... Wait, do I go down this way? That way? No, I do not. I don't think. Nope, get out of the ball. There we go. Nope, nope, do a space jump. Nope, do it again. Nope, come on. Okay. Nope. Nope. Okay, yeah, let's do a wall thing, I guess. Thanks. Enemy. Yeah, I'm hitting all the buttons. I like hitting all the buttons. Nope. Try to do like... There. I felt super sleepy when I got home. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay awake because I don't want to run into the situation where I go to bed too early, like I did yesterday. And I woke up at 6 in the morning and I could not get back to sleep. And that was not fun times. I tried playing a little bit of Neo Scavenger, which, like, I kind of beta tested the game and I enjoyed the beta, but apparently they added a few things since I last played, like feral dogs, which is great, because apparently dogs are delicious in this game. And I forgot to hit down, but that's okay because I can just frickin' do one of those things. I don't need... Stupid thing. There. How much... Yeah, Neo Scavenger. There's a lot of feral dogs in that game now, which is fine if you're hungry and there's one of them, because apparently they're delicious. At least it's not human meat, and there's nothing else you can eat. Well, you can get squirrels, I guess, but, you know, that's... You know how many squirrels I have to eat? That's a lot of squirrels. Which direction do I go? Is it this way? You know, I can just answer that question by doing one of these numbers. Okay, that's fine. Do one of these. And... Tacos are okay. I mean, they're probably not the best thing to be eating. But the game doesn't give you very many options. Like, you can scavenge things like Twinkies and crackers and ketchup packets and gummy bears. Those are not very healthy. So, basically, if you want to survive, you gotta find a regular source of meat. So, your options are dogs or people. And eating people is much, much worse than eating dogs. So, not recommended. There are deer. Yes. Yes, if you kill somebody or you just find a corpse laying out there, you know, just kind of hanging out, you can carve it up and roast it on a stick and eat it. It's not recommended. Oh, right. This is exactly where we wanted to go. Cool. It's a good thing that this is the direction we wanted to go anyway. So, all the things that we've been getting, the Varia suit, which helps reduce heat damage, the gravity suit, which also does that and increases your defenses to the elements. Space jump, you know, just lots of things, is to make this traversal much easier. As you can see, it's just one great big pool of lava. And you can come here early, but you don't want to come here early. But yeah, this is the direction we actually want to go. So now we're in what's called Lower Norfair. Or we're about to go into what's called Lower Norfair, but we're going to save first because Lower Norfair is dangerous. It's the last major section before you get to try and beat the game. So down we go. But yeah, I don't know a whole lot about the story of Neo Scavenger because it's a roguelike and I keep dying. And apparently, dogs are fine if there's just one of them. That's easy to kill it and get, you know, get a doggy snack. You get a whole bunch of them and it's basically impossible to survive. So I remember at one point, like, I had ended my turn, and there were like 9 freaking dogs that were just stacking themselves on top of a tile, and I'm thinking to myself, holy crap, also no! Let's see. What is this way? Because I do not remember, and I think left is the correct direction, so I'm going right to look for goodies. Do you have any prizes? Nope, you're just gonna block my lasers. Okay, cool. I'm gonna say goodbye to you. And ow. Ow. Stop. 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 Nope, you don't. They are doing so much damage. Now, do I go this way, or am I going the wrong way? Am I being a dummy? Jeez, you... Whatever you are is fast. No energy. Ah, come on. There we go. This is probably power bomb. Oh, this is a crumble block. That means this is one way. Cool. I went the wrong way. That's okay, though. Now I know not to go this way. Now, I don't believe I have to worry about... Oh, and I had to kill everything in order to escape. Awesome. I am doing splendidly. I'm going to run away from you guys because you're jerks. And I'm down to, like, less than half of my health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Slightly over half-ish. And I don't know if there's a refill. Nope, don't. Lower and... You know what? I'm just gonna do one of these numbers. And somewhere, I don't remember where, I'm gonna have to fight another of these things, and they're gonna be golden, and they're not very nice. I just don't remember. Oh, there's a down here. Cool. I don't want to go down yet, because I want to see what is over here. Nothing. Nothing special. Cool. Alright. Let's go down. Ah! No! Stop it! Stop it! Nope, nope. Nope. Ah, damn it. And they're crumble blocks, so I can't get back up now. I tried jumping with a space jump, and then of course it failed, but somehow I managed to jump off the crumble block, which I don't know how many frames you have opportunity you have to do that. So, this is gonna be fun, because this is where the golden chorizo is. See, he's right up there. Hi. Nope. Okay. Can I... Ow. Can I shoot these? No? Okay, cool. Alright, you're just hurting me. Oh, hey, look at that. I'm nearly dead. Oh. Hey, I made it! I survived! Come to me, you glorious, glorious energy. And 2 of those. Cool. Now, can I get up here, please? So I can get... Thank you. So that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, which is cool. And I don't believe I can get back that way. Nope. Cool. We are not having a lot of health and having all sorts of fun. Yeah. I need another place to save. What do you have? Oh! Screw attack! So remember how earlier in the stream I was getting really annoyed because I was doing like a spinny jump. And those stupid little flying things just kept running into me and saying, hey, screw you, get out of the air, this is our air. Well, now I can say, well, screw you back, because if space jump works... Yes, this is screw attack. Basically, instead of, like, oh no, I'm jumping and I'm helpless, now I'm jumping and spinning and you will die. Ooh, 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 energy. Drink it in. Oh, I don't play Smash, so I actually did not know that that was a thing of Smash. Okay, cool. Alright, now I just want to save my game. Because I mostly... Hi! Holy shit. Oh, right. Let's do... Yes. Ooh. No, no, no! It's like I just got that refilled. No, stop it. I literally just refilled that. How much do I have in my reserve tank? Okay, it's full now, so why am I getting health? Wait a minute. Why is Spazer off? Oh, because I can only pick between Spazer and Plasma. Which one's stronger? Okay, no, I think the other one's stronger. Yeah. The lasers are bigger, so I'm gonna presume that means it's better. Really? Just... Samus, put your glasses on! Oh, okay. Well, see, now you have to play this through. If you were playing Samus in Smash, then you got to know her classic form. Oh, cool. I don't actually want to go this way. I don't want to deal with him. I mean, I can, but I would actually just prefer to keep progressing. Nope, no, no, nope, nope. Is that gonna keep going up? Yep, okay, cool. Out of it. Any hidden prizes? No? Okay, cool. Can I kill you with this? Yes, I can. Ha. Hold on. Yeah, you just keep doing that. And you just chill. You just chill. Oh, was I immune to that laser and that fireball? Nope, nope, not while I do that kind of jump, that's for sure. Stop it. I think I am. Really? There. Oh, are there prizes? No! This is in fact not fabulous prizes, but a way to get back. Which I'm not ready for. Okay, can I like... Oh god. What's happening now? Oh, right, okay, cool. Like... This is a get the heck out of here really fast because all sorts of shenanigans. good on the laser. Cool. I don't know if there's any prizes in here, but the place is filling up with acid, so we didn't really have time to explore. Okay. Do I want to be down here yet? No. Actually, I don't. I want to see... Can I save here? Nope, this is someplace else. Okay, cool. I don't want to be here at all. Rocks and me apparently don't get along. Nope. There. Okay, cool. Nope, nothing there. Alright, cool. And... Right. Crumble Brocks. I can't get there from here. That's okay. I don't need them that badly. Why is this... What is this thing? And why is it hurting me just by sitting there? Whatever. Okay, I wanted to go this way all along. The answer was in my heart. Also, giant wasps. Yay for murder hornets. Now we can save. Yes, please save. Not to worry, I will distract you with all of my yelling at the games. Hold on. Stop hurting me. You hurt a lot. Oh wait, there's prizes over here. I know it. Yes. Let's make sure there's no other prizes hiding around in here. Cool. Is that supposed to be blood on there? Because it's like... Who would that have hit? Or what would that have hit? There's nothing down here. Oh, right, you guys. Stop throwing your arms at me. Oh, why did I do that? Okay, cool. So you deflect those. Stop kicking me. You took those? Nope. You just sort of... Okay, cool. Can I do this? No? Okay. Oh, right. I gotta... Okay. way to get you to do a thing. Do I just jump over you, or what do I do? Okay, that didn't work. Ah. That was stressful. Okay, that's a regular door. And anyway. Oh my gosh. Can we not? Refill, because I don't trust this. I don't remember. Hang on, how close am I? I'm kind of close to the boss. So, wait, I can go to the next screen. I should be fine. Yes. Yeah, there's refills here. Nope, nope. Stop it. So it's been a little while since I went after Ridley, but I'm sure everything will be fine. I'll go in fully stocked and armed, and I will totally not die. You bastard bug. Oh, am I full? Okay, then I'm gonna freeze you a second and make sure. Okay. Cool. Alright. Here we go. Okay. I don't know if this will work. No. Stop grabbing me, you jerk. Damn all the missiles! No, bad. That's it. No more. Eat all the missiles. Why won't you die? Nope. Is that it? That was a little tense. Yes, give the refill, please. Oh no, the baby. It's gone. Hey, it didn't refill my... Oh. Okay, this is fine. Not a problem. I don't need the reserve tank that badly. Hopefully. Please. Okay. Let's refill that anyway. Hang on. Hold on, bug. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Okay, cool. Gonna be refilling a little bit here since I basically used my entire arsenal to take out Ridley, including almost all my health. But that's okay. Everything will be fine. Oh, derp. Wrong way. How am I on health? Okay. My reserve tank is fine. I'll refill the rest of the missiles when I get to the ship. Okay. Nope, not... I know my up from my down, and my near from my far. Okay. You guys can pike right off. Okay, am I supposed to high jump? Okay, there we go. Oh, right. Can I just do this? And, well, they're all dead, so it doesn't matter. It's all fine. Oh, I didn't want to... Well... Nope, go through the thing. Yeah, there we go. I just realized if I'd known how to do it, I could have done a crystal flash if I was in an emergency and hadn't used all my stuff. Too bad I don't remember how to crystal flash. Save point. That's one of those things I'm gonna have to Google. They kind of show it in the demo, but they don't really totally show you how. But you need, like, high murder wasp. There you go. They show it, they don't really tell you. They kind of have to leave it for players to figure out. But, you know, this is the internet now, so everybody knows. You know, like, not intrinsically, but they know how to find you. Did I? Oh, right, this way. Okay, cool. Can I, like... What do I do to these things to get rid of them? Can I just, like, shoot it with a missile? No? Okay, cool. And what was here again? Oh, right, the thing that I don't know how to get. I went the wrong way. I have to come through a different direction. I can go this way and do this. Cool. I have not been here. Cool. Alright, let's explore something new. Hey, I want that. I didn't want to get hurt. This is fine. Hi, thing, stop. There we go. Okay, cool. I almost needed those. I know there's more prizes. Yeah. Wait. Well, I can't do it that way. Okay. Let's just, you know. So that's how we do it. All right, we got the things and the stuff. I just want to go back this way. I probably can't because of all the stupid blocks, so that's why they want you to do this. Okay. Let's go this way. Is that better? Sort of, I guess. Microphone, play nice. Give me that, you stupid. It's just a little acid. It's fine. Ridley was terrifying. I handled pretty much every other every other boss pretty decently, I would like to say. Ridley was just a mess. Ridley was a mess. Okay, so I'm going this way. Cool. And this is gonna be one way. So it's like, make sure you got done what you got done, because crumble, crumble, crumble. Yeah, there's a very small frame there to do that. Destroy the things. Crumble, crumble. I should probably check for prizes. Okay, there are none. This is fine. Now, I am back in Upper Norfair. Because secrets. Oh, no, leave me alone. Which is fine, because we don't... There's not really a whole lot more for Lower Norfair that I need to explore, and frankly, I'm quite done with that place. Thank you very much. I'm perfectly content with some easier enemies. And I will just go ahead and save, just because I play a lot of RPGs. And the rule of RPGs is save often. This is not an RPG. Although I am playing the role of Samus. I'm not playing the role very well, at times. Okay. So I want to go through this door. Can I run? Nope, it's gonna make me do stupid stuff. Cool. Then this section, then up. Then we're getting there. I cannot. Okay, cool. I'll climb up this way then. It's fine. Yeah. Jump, jump, jump. There we go. I gotta remember which button is jump. That's how good I'm doing today. Okay. Let's get out of this place. And never come back. Because I don't think we have a reason to come back here. I mean, I'm like, I'm missing 2 E-tanks. And I don't know if they're here or not. Or where they are. That's fine. I'm not 100%ing this. no, stop. Oh my. It's a shortcut if you don't screw it up. Can we not? I just decided I don't want to go that way after all. I changed my mind. Can I go a different way? Yeah. I mean, I could probably just turn off that, but okay. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm apparently just really bad at this game. Okay. Let's just turn off screw attack for right now. There. Okay. Now that I'm done with that mess... There, we made it back to the ship. We can replenish, we can save. Okay, Cole. Now there is a moment of truth. Do you want to see the last boss? Because I'm tempted to like stop just short and save that particular delectable bit as a reward for your hard work when you get to the end. What do you think? Can I do a jump there? No, I can't. Cool. I will be right back. As I have a natured answer. Meanwhile, Cole, tell me what you think. Should we make it to the end? Should we beat the game tonight? But I'll be right back. Ouch. I missed that. Ow. There we go. I am back. Gravity is difficult. Alright. Yes, so... Yes, you want me to wait so that you can see the boss by yourself? Or yes, you want me to beat the game? Also, in a world, like a time where there was a lot of lazy sprite flipping for left and right, it's nice to see that the left and right sprites are completely different. A mysterious statue. This is the last area. Torian. This is definitely a good place to save. Okay, now we must tread cautiously. Really? Really? Right as I went through the door? Oh. Oh, I can't go that way. Okay, cool. So those are Metroids. You might be aware of that, Cole. Woo! Ah! Nope, okay. Was it regular bombs? Okay, that kinda sucked. They tried to eat me! Okay. You're being a jerk. You're also being a jerk. I'm just gonna skip you. Oh. So, Cole. Are you ready? You ready for this last boss here? Looks completely frozen, right? That's gonna be a tough battle. Here we go! Oh. Okay. Well. That's probably not good. Okay, well. I'm sure the next one is... Oh, okay. More... Here it comes. So strong! Okay, so Metroid's not good, so let's get out of here. Nope, okay, well, we're dead. No! 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 Ah! Oh, well. The baby. Really? Is it? Okay, there we go. I was like, what breaks this? So, yeah, fortunately, we don't have to defeat the final boss with 1 health. That would be bad. And it only restores regular missiles. And I want those missiles back. So we found the baby Metroid. Not a baby anymore. Kind of big. But at least it's still like Samus. Alright. Let's save for the last time. Okay. So there's a way to do this. I'm not gonna do speedrun strats because I don't remember them. Maybe I should have. Does it? Do I have to do missiles? Oh, maybe I don't have to. No, I don't think that's working. Okay, cool. You all just kind of chill. Ouch. Stop hurting me! Okay. No, I didn't want to. For crying out loud. Stop it! Stop it! Okay. Oh my god. Stop making me waste missiles! There. Why are you still hurting me? There we go. We did it. We beat the last boss. Okay. You probably could have guessed that. Yeah. That last one was a whiff. No. Shoot, I am not doing well. Should have jumped. Nope. Doing very badly. Oh, shit. Uh-oh, not good. I may not survive this, I'm not sure. Oof, jeez, that was close. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. Okay, phew. I can't stand up, but I'm alive. Oh, also... Well, we'll hold on. Yay, the baby! Save me, baby! My microphone decided it wanted to go back to blue levels. Great. The baby! No, baby! Baby! The baby! I'm infused with the baby. Stop! Stop it! I'm hitting you with the Pride Laser! to get the hell out of Dodge. Hang on. No, no, no. Ah, I did it wrong. Okay. Oh, God. Gonna let you mess me up. Don't jump over the ship, dummy. And time. That's how much we wanted Mother Brain gone. We blew up the entire freaking planet. The operation was completed successfully. 5 hours. Well, not gonna get a good ending. So that's it. That's the game. You can do it, right? I mean, we can at least get you past the first part. It seemed difficult and too easy at the same time. Kinda, sorta. So, I've played this enough that usually the bosses don't give me too much trouble. But I was really I kind of did that by the skin of my teeth. Ridley and Mother Brain I both kind of fumbled on. But I also had a lot of, like, missiles and stuff, so it's fine. It's not like I'm doing speedrun strats or anything. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not going into it blind. It was just a casual run. And you're not completely blind, but, you know, yeah, we gotta get you through, like, you know, the first steps, you know, get some casual runs under your belt. After, you know, 1 or 2 runs through the game, we can get you some, you know, speedrunning. We'll get that done in, like, 2 hours. Tops. That's a good question. What should I do? I know I need to update my spreadsheet and mark that I beat the game on stream. So yeah, this was one of my games from my childhood. I don't believe I own the cart, but I rented it a lot. I'll have to take a look at my library and see if I actually own it. I do not believe that I do though. Now we get to see, you know, which Samus do we get to see? How much of her suit will she take off? And just the helmet. Barely. So, I didn't get Bikini Samus, I'm sorry. Your rate for collecting items is 76%. See you next mission. No. She undresses more the faster you complete the game. So, I believe it's 2 hours, I think. Yeah, it's definitely, you gotta do speedrun strats. And guess who's not very good at speedrunning? This guy. This orc right here. It's a really good question, though. What shall we do? First thing I'm gonna do, let's open up my childhood games document, and let's notate what we have done. So let's see, SNES, Super Metroid. Okay, so we played it February 27th. Really? Was that the first time we played it? And then I'll just put some, where do I want to put my notes? Yeah, that was my stream. Be on stream May 15th, 2020. Casual run. 5 hours total, 76% items. Okay. So yeah, what should we do next? I don't think I want to do anything that's going to be, like, super long and involved. Do something chill. Something chill. What would be chill? You did Mario Party last week. It was horrible. Mario Party, yes, it can take your friends and make them hate you. Let's see. I'm looking through my childhood games to see if there's something kind of casual to run through, something that's not going to take a whole lot of time. Or at least something that I can, like, find a good stopping point for. What kind of... how much Super Nintendo did you play in your youth? I'm wondering if perhaps you have a suggestion for me. How much Super Nintendo did you play when you were younger? Or did you? Well, no, you said you did, because you played Super Metroid and we couldn't get past the first area. I was wondering if perhaps you had a game to try. Not a whole lot? Okay, that's fair. Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, You watched older kids play? That's fair. There are a lot of Super Nintendo games. Let me actually see what I have in my library here. As soon as I figure out where my library went. There it is. Do I have anything? No. Don't think any of those. What are we in the mood for? I know. Do I feel like that? That's the question. Okay. I think I got one for us. I don't expect to beat this. Because this is a super hard game. So let me notate May 15th, 2020. Casual. And I'll have to update that. Streamed, when I streamed it, when I beat it, or the dates that I streamed it, and the date that I finally beat it. So, what we're going to do next, let me get my, pull that up, pull this up. We're going to play Super Ghouls and Ghosts. So let's watch the intro together, shall we? Let's see. Oh god. Ow. My eardrums. Oh, stop. Okay, cool. So here's Princess Blue Hair something or other. I think her name is Princess Prin Prin or something like that in the credits. God! Fucking hell. Sorry, I'm turning that down for a minute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's a dark and stormy night. I'm gonna turn that down. That should be okay. So, because I don't expect to get too far. Let's see, shot A and Y, jump B. Oh, you have played this before. I'm gonna have to turn this down a little bit. It will blow out my ears if I don't. You never earnestly tried, but yes. Okay, that's fair. This is a hard game to earnestly play. I'm gonna play it at beginner because I'm not gonna be earnestly playing it. This is the episode I filmed with Raven to make a video like 2 years ago. Oh, and you never got past the first level. You know, this seems to be a trend where we're not getting past the first level. But this one is understandable. This one is like not fair levels of difficulty. Even on regular. So Princess and Arthur the Knight. And we're zooming into the castle. Oh, Arthur, you have such shiny armor. Let me polish it for you? Okay, but don't dent it. Oh no! The glass is broken, and Princess Prin Prin, a great big hairy guy, has flown off with you. Cool, don't worry. I will save you. I will make a valiant attempt at saving you and utterly fail. There it is. Oh my god, this is blasting my ears. Is it really loud on your side? Like, is the music and everything just super loud, or is it just, like, louder in my ears than it is on the stream? You don't think so? Okay, cool. That means I shouldn't touch the volume. This is so loud. Okay. Nope, nope, I didn't want that. I should have double jumped. Oh well. This is fine. Nope. Jumps are hard. Is there... Oh god, that's even worse. Well, that's fine. I guess it'll do. No, no, no. Okay. Wasn't there... Oh, no, I know where it is. That is killing my ears. Oh, seriously? Oh no! Run away! That was a little too close. Run it. Ah! Oh, goody. No! Ugh. Worst weapon. No, no, eat. Eat. Ah. Oh, goody. God damn it. Yeep. Thank goodness. Oh, you jerk. I call shenanigans on that one. Oh no! Different weapon, please. Good enough. Well, that was brilliant. Oh, yes, yes, please. No, no, I don't want the juicy bits touching me! Okay, got a double jump there. Oh, I gotta one up. Don't you touch me. Don't you dare. And what is the... Alright. Oh no! Okay. Okay, we're in better shape now. Oh, screw you. Ha! And here's about as far as we're gonna get. Oh, nope, 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 nope. I'm very happy with my dagger. I don't remember where the other things are. I wish I could find them. There it is. Beep. Let's see how long I keep it. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Okay. This is where I usually end up dying. Oh, I do not want that. Or do I want that? Screw it. I would have preferred to have kept the dagger, but if I can keep my armor, it's so loud. That was a little too close. Oh no! That was not close enough. Ready, go! Oh, right. I've got this thing now. Sure, why not? Oh no, X thing. No, I want that! No! This weapon kinda sucks. Can I have my dagger back? I really don't like this. A lance, that's, I don't care. Give me it. I do not remember where any of the chests are, unfortunately, so yeah. I should have done was just a single jump, but I was a dummy. And I know what that one's gonna be. Yep. Oh goody. Please wear off quickly. No! Why did you have to barf little bits of poop at my baby? The baby. And just FYI, I'm not gonna continue after these 5 lives. 9 lives is enough. If I can't do it on that. Well, we'll see how far I get on that, because this game is, like, kind of a nightmare. And I'm way out of practice. No, I don't want it. Okay. Well, that was a disaster. Stop giving me the damn crossbow. Oh dear. Yep, that was bad. I was doing really well with the gold armor until I did the jump wrong. And now I just can't get where I need to go. Fine. Stop giving me the crossbow! Oh, hi. Well. Really? Oh, no! Oh no! Yep, that was...
Yeah.
I just want to pause for a moment just to kind of express my dissatisfaction with the lack of good prizes from this game. Just wanna get that out there. Okay, continuing on. Oh no. Almost fell off. I have done that before. I almost didn't learn my lesson. Alright, I still got that thing. Considering I can only have one on the screen at the time, I would think that this would be stronger. Oh my god, stop giving me the crossbow! Oh shit. That just grazed me. Oops. I think I'm starting to lose it. Nope. That was dumb. Oh no? Okay, good. Thought I overshot it. Nope, where is it? There it is. It's gonna be too late. Nope. Oh. Nope. Okay. I'm trying to get it. Well, I think that's enough of that game. Let's do a different one. I'll just turn that down a bit. So, what should we try next? Let's make a note of this. May 15th, 2020, casual. It kicked my ass. Made it to level 2-2. Huh. Let's do something not as difficult. Let's do something... Oh gosh. I've done better, though. That's the thing. I know that I've done better. I have actually gone through and made it... I've done 2 loops through the game and gotten to the second to last boss, but I just can't beat that boss with the freaking bracelet. I know. Well, no. Not really in the mood for Super Mario All-Stars. Well, you know we don't have to play a Super Nintendo game. Let's see if there's anything in my childhood games. Get at it? What do you mean, get at it? What am I getting at? The last... Oh. I know. I know what we'll do. I'm gonna switch over to... Well, I'll leave it on... I'll leave it on that scene. I'm gonna switch over to the Nintendo. After I fix my volume. Put that back up to 50. Okay. What we're gonna do, we're gonna play a little Uninvited. Tell me, Cole, have you ever played either Shadowgate, Deja Vu, or Uninvited on the Nintendo? Nope. Well, then you're in for a treat. Let's make sure that... let's do the test cart, make sure my controller works. It does not. Cool, let's fix that. Input. Okay, mapping. Left. Can I set? Left, up, right, down, select, start, B, A, and I don't want auto fire. So cool, we're done. Alright, let's make sure they work. Oh, what? I'm not... What's going on? Hold on. Left? Okay, that looks correct. There we go. Select start B, A. Okay, cool. How was the volume on those beeps? Let me ask that. And let's notate, where is it? Here we go. Today is May 16th, 2020. Oops, there we go. Now, I'm largely familiar with the game that we're going to be playing, but I may have forgotten little bits. We'll see. is it? Why is it acting weird? Okay, there we go. Now my childhood game. Where are you? Here you are. This will be relaxing. This will be fine. Everything is good. This is one of those kinds of games where everything starts out well. You know exactly where you're going. We'll be fine. So let's hit a button and start. Oh, nope, never mind. We just crashed into a tree. Nothing's fine. Look out! The last thing you remember before blacking out was a shadowy figure appearing in the road in front of you. You heard your sister cry out as you swerved the car into this tree. You realize that you are alone. Your sister must have gone for help. The smell of gasoline fills the air. You must have punctured the tank. You pry yourself free of the steering wheel, intent on finding your sister! Exclamation point, exclamation point. The car door opens with some effort. Good, cool, let's get out of there. An explosion erupts behind you as your car bursts into flames. At least it will save you the cost of a tow. You find yourself standing in front of an old mansion. It gives you the creeps. It's a marble statue of a young Grecian man. Are they both like that? Yes, it is. Okay. It's a wooden door. Thanks! I wouldn't have known that by, the color brown. The mansion is cold and foreboding. You sense great evil within. So obviously that's the direction we have to go. Okay. It's a mailbox. Could there be mail inside? Probably. That's what mailboxes like to have. Open the mailbox. Inside is an envelope. Let's open that. Open the envelope. Take the letter. Take the pendant. You pick up the pendant and it begins to sparkle. Then, the door of the mansion opens and dares you to enter. Could your sister be in there? Well, I don't know how, considering that, I had to pick up a pendant to do it. But let's examine that letter. Nope, not spells. This note reads, "Dear Master, please forgive me. My health prevents me from aiding you in your battle against the evil Draken. You teach your students well. They become too powerful for their own good. Enclosed is an amulet that should look familiar. Wear this charm and think of me." Hey, Yelnats, how are you doing? We finished some... Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to change the thingy. I'm not playing Super Metroid anymore. I should fix that. I gotta figure out how to fix that. Finished cleaning the auto and you're back. Awesome! Good to see. I'm gonna guess that I can't do this from within OBS, so let's go ahead and open up my stream manager. Yelnuts, how are you doing today? Let's see. Edit stream info. Let's allow uninvited. Done. Alright, awesome. Fix the thingy. I am doing pretty good here. I feel a lot better compared to what I did earlier. We went out shopping, which is a 6-hour ordeal. I got to have some fast food for the first time in a month. And we got some goodies for the house. So, overall, pretty good day. And I'm streaming, so yeah. Okay. Buttons. The undead will surely fear it. Still the evil, my friend. Set it free for the sake of the family. Fare thee well. Didn't even bother saying who it was from. Oh well, that's fine. Oop. There we go. As you enter, the door slams shut behind you. This foyer is a large and luxurious room. Still, it seems strangely oppressive. This room was designed for deep thought and research. Oops, you see nothing unusual because that's a wall. The star chart. Yes, a chart. A cosmic chart! You'll never wear those pants again. This is a really fun game. I really, really enjoyed it in my youth. It shows Orion and Cassiopeia? I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Let's examine this book that is just begging for us to touch it. It is a large, ancient book. Cool. And it must be made of metal, because it's silver. Open the mag book. Okay, cool. Now let's look at it. About magic in general. Magic is not good, nor bad. If it is used properly, good may result from it. If it is not used properly, terrible things can happen. What follows are a few magical spells. From nothing it shall form, and none shall see thee. Cloudy sea. Awake to a sleep, movement to still. 6 legs or more, bend to your will. Stilly me. If the path is barred with more than one, the storm to come to make them run. Fun dee 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 dee. From here to there, when stone walls impair. Telemaze. Oh, awesome! So no more weirdness with that. That's good. You memorize the magic words. Ah, Magbook disappeared. You are inside the foyer. The couch looks soft. You feel something hard sewn into it. Unplugged it and fixed it, and so yeah, I guess we should have started with basic troubleshooting. Did you turn it off and turn it back on again? This hallway is much too quiet. You feel like something is waiting to get you. The floor creaks under your weight. Doors are hard. Especially pixel doors. There, we got all the doors open. That took a lot of effort. The bedroom is sparsely furnished. It's probably a guest bedroom. The cushy bed offers little support for your bad back. Well, you know, if you hadn't been into a car accident, then, you know, maybe your back wouldn't be having so many problems. This modest black dresser is of painted pine. Open the bureau. Ooh, there's a ruby inside. Do you think we should take it? What do you think, Cole? It's a great big shiny ruby. It's a large blood red ruby. You feel some sort of strange power running through it. Yeah, alright. Let's take it. Take the ruby. What is this? Before there was solid-state technology, there were big radios. You are on the second floor. Let's go. Here next. The spiral stairs lead to the second floor. Wait, what? I thought we were on the second floor. Well, anyway, there's a big honkin' axe here. And orcs like their axes. So, yeah. Iron bars are set in the floor and go up to the ceiling. Has someone been kept in there as punishment for betraying the master? You pull open the cell door. A hideous skeleton forms inside the cell. That doesn't really look like a skeleton, but okay. In a deathly dry voice it says, "There is no escape from here. There is no escape. No escape." His voice fades out as the image fades. Cool. Well, then I'm leaving. It's a small closet. What do we got in here? Teeth marks riddle this old box. Why? Why teeth marks? It's a pretty dirty box. It's so dust covered you can't see its original color. The can's labeled Spider Cider. The instructions read, knocks out arachnids and has been proved effective by leading entomologists. I want that. Take the spray. And my inventory, it's not Axe body spray. Well, actually, you never know. It might be Axe body spray. Well, no, this was the 80s. Anyway. What do we got here? The capped bottle's label reads, "No ghost. Use when you want the dead guests to return to their world." Cool. That sounds useful. Nope, nope, nope. What are you doing? Hitting the wrong buttons. Okay. What's happening to you? The evil air that pervades the estate seems to have invaded your very being. Your head and chest feel heavy and thick. Okay, cool. It's a black ashtray. It smells of old ashes. It contains pesticide. It's a filthy bowl. The mop has been well used. Its head is black. Cool. That's kind of gross. You are on the second floor hallway. I will explore the other ones later, because there's something I want to do. It's a quiet hallway. So let's open a door and... Oh! A strange woman appears. She is dressed like Scarlett O'Hara. Can we talk to you? You speak to her and she says, "Thank you for coming back for me, my love. You will be mine forever." Must we? She just does the same thing. Cool. No, we're gonna open a door. Actually. You've gotten the attention of the mysterious lady. She turns to face you. Her face is devoid of any flesh. You are frozen with horror as she begins ripping you apart. She laughs hysterically as your body slumps to the ground. Your quest is over. Oh, okay. Do that. Hi, Scott. Oops, shit. I button mashed. Tee hee hee hee. Let's try that again, this time with accuracy. Okay. Let's use the no ghost on the ghost. Oh no, your connection. Bad problems from uploading audio. Audio shouldn't take up that much bandwidth, though. You pour the foul-smelling liquid on the bell. She lets out a horrifying scream as she begins to melt away. Ooh, I just got like a tiny sip of water left. Okay. I need about 2 large root beers like I had earlier today. That sounds really good right now. Okay. It's multiple gigs. Oh, you've got... Okay, I gotcha. Well, hopefully the connection gets a little bit better. Bubbles sound so good. I know. I've got a dilemma. I have... Well, I do have soda. Actually, no. I have the Dr. Pepper with cream soda. You're just drinking water. I love water. Like, really, really cold water. Like, I am seriously addicted to it, and it's why I have to pee so much. Okay, let's open some doors. We no longer have somebody trying to kill us. And let's go this way. You imagine that this is the game room. Yeah, I would imagine it is too. Actually, I don't want to go this way yet. You feel a force taking over your mind. You know that it is not your own. You begin to feel almost at home here among the undead. No, you say out loud, shaking your head. I will find my sister. Okay, I think that's enough of that. I know what's causing it, and I'm gonna fix it before I game over. Oh, hello. You don't have to question the reliability of your eyes. You think you see a somewhat cute, abstract creature with a key in its hand to prance by. Can I just do... Nope, I have to actually hit move. Okay, cool. This room must be some sort of trophy room. You feel sorry for the animals that were killed for sport. You're in the backyard. In the distance, you can see 3 buildings. You should leave what you don't need here. Let's leave that shiny ruby. You ask yourself, where should you leave this? Just on the ground. Discard the ruby. Yeah. So that ruby is evil. And it will make you die. Those little skulls that were popping up and oh my god, it's taking over my mind. That's the ruby. That's what happens when you get greedy. It's a rifle. It has been locked up, so it can't be used by anyone. Yeah, of course it has. And there's no reason I can't just, you know, tear it apart and stuff. But yeah, okay. Let's grab the cage. No, you closed the cage. Yeah, that's not what I actually wanted to do. There we go. This is an impressive sight. You could throw a terrific birthday bash in this room. Take the bouquet. Yeah, open. And just get those open for right now. Nope, I think I went the wrong way. Yep, I went the wrong way. Cool. Nope, I did it again. I'm good at that. There we go. This parlor has lost little of its original charm. From here, you have a splendid view of the desolate estate. A large black spider quickly runs by you along the railing. Hi, spider. Bye, spider. Let's use the spider cider on this. A wide aerosol stream sprays from the spider cider can. It leaves the railing sticky. Derp. You're inside the parlor. Let's go back outside now. You're on the veranda. Hi, spider. Sit. Stay. The spider becomes paralyzed as it comes into contact with the spider cider. Cool, let's take it and eat it. Take the spider. No, we're not gonna eat it. Alright. Yep, doop. Try again. This kitchen seems to have been a recent addition. Could there be anything to eat here? Maybe. Take the jar 1. I don't know if that's what I should be taking. This cookie jar is quite large. Nothing's in here. You close the jar 1. Oh. Okay, well. Can I leave it? Can I put it back? Bleh. Alright. I'll just open it before I actually do anything. Nothing's in here, you close the jar too. Cool. What about these shiny little knives? This is a very sharp little blade. Oops. It's a meat cleaver, just like the butchers on TV commercials use. When were there ever butchers on TV commercials? Nope. Take the knife too. You can't go through... Cool. Got a bunch of emails, the interviews you're prepping for changed, so you have to do new prep. Oh no! So all the work that you just did was for nothing, or is this just, like, additional stuff? I will not be doing it tonight, my body is too angry. That's fair. Whoever had occupied this room must have been satisfied with small accommodations. The lack of dust tells you that this is a servant's room. I see a comb. The bristles of this dirty brush are filled with strands of gray hair and white specks. Somebody had a dandruff problem. This bottle of cologne is labeled Horse Trader. Can I use it on myself? You can't use what you didn't take. Fine. Take the cologne. Use the cologne. Use it on myself. A fine mist of cologne settles onto you. You smell so nice. I just cleaned audio for a show that's completed now. Oh, so the interview that you're prepping for... Oh, okay, from Monday earlier and it's all out the window. Oh, no. So annoyed that we didn't have the info and that I saw they had days, but 2 I have to start over. Ugh. That blows. How much bandwidth did it consume? Like, how many hours worth? brass handles of this dresser are beginning to tarnish. Nothing's in here. You close the bureau. 3. 3 hours is still a pretty big chunk. Could be worse, but yeah, it could be better. I gotta remember that I have a mute button and I need to actually press it when I need to clear my throat. Not horrible, but I'll take 5 or 6. It'll take 5 or 6 on Sunday. Oh, that blows. That's not cool of them to tell you that, but I totally understand where you're coming from. I've had to, like, scramble for last-minute projects that I didn't find out about because, you know, I can't get to our email because of our VPN being terrible. Let's see. This is a rather plain-looking floor lamp. You find it odd that there's no electric cord running to it. You wonder if it works. One more month. With a click, you turn on the floor lamp. It seems that there's a book set inside the wall. Suddenly, a spirit covered in change stands before you. This is my room. Who let you in here? Draken must have sent you. You cannot have it. You cannot have my precious. I have hidden it. No, you must leave. Leave me and my precious alone. Yes, all alone. Is that porn? Is that book porn? Is that why it's precious and he wants to be left alone with it? Can we talk to you? Go over to the... Okay, cool. This is my room. Okay, he just repeats what he said before. Cool. So this is moon logic. I'm sure there's a reason why this works, but I don't know if there's a hint in the game. You wheel back and throw the unconscious spider at the ghost. The ghost shrieks at the sight of the stunned spider. Flustered and frightened, the spirit dissolves from view. Cool. Take the diary. Let's open the diary. Yeah, I basically figured that out through a lot of trial and error as a kid. The master would not or could not, so I have stolen Draken's star. He is an evil soul. Unlike the master, he uses his power for amusement and profit. He is not concerned with spiritual enlightenment. It's spiritual enlightenment. There is no compassion with his power. I grow weak. I am dying. I have hidden the star in the master's special box. It never opens. It has no locks. Draken's star never discerns. In fire it freezes. In ice it burns. Oh, I forgot to grab something. I gotta fix that. Oh, never mind. This is where I needed to go. This pantry smells musty and stuffy. An aged salami. Can I eat it? Nope, no. Nope, no. Take the salami. We're also gonna take this. Well, let me examine it first. It's a box of matches. This cooking thermometer seems to be broken. This jar contains iodized salt. It looks like a spatula. It's one of those 20-pound economy-sized bags of white flour. This solid, fine pewter plate is covered with embarrassing water spots. Somebody didn't use Cascade. You assume this silver dish is used at parties. I want the matches. And I want to see if it lets me eat the salami. Nope. There we go. It's rotten and no longer edible. Okay, well, that answers that. This room is really cold. Where in the world could this awful chill be coming from? I actually don't want to be here. Hello, little creature thing. The smiling key-bearing creature prances quickly past you again. He waves his key wildly, teasing you with it as he runs through the room. Clearly it's important. Move to the... There we go. Let's go upstairs. This must be the master bedroom. There's a stale smell about this room. And it won't open. It's locked. It's a small black diary. Do I have to, like, have it to read it? Okay, good. This diary reads, I have lost control of Drakan. My star student now fancies himself a master. Though his power is strong, his spirit is weak. He is easily corrupted by the dark spirits of greed and power. My servant, more aware than I, sealed his star in my hingeless box. They're locked away beyond his stare. I've hidden the key, a chair knows where. What is this thing on the table? There's a green liquid inside the bottle. I'm not gonna mess with that. The decor of this room could be described as African Art Deco. This little Indian man looks like some kind of voodoo doll. This is an ancient African ceremonial mask. There's orange liquid in the small bottle. This relatively plain vial contains a blue liquid. You let out a startled scream at the sight of your own reflection. You can't remember ever looking so awful. Be careful, you wouldn't want to be caught dead looking like this. Okay, chair. Cough up your secrets or I'm gonna stick ya. I'm gonna stick you anyway. You slice open the couch and find a key. Nope, no, don't take the rug. Take the key. Okay, come on. Close enough. Come on. Come on, pixels. There we go. Wait, what? There we go. My god. Let's light a nice cozy fire. What you were gonna set on fire? When the flame is put near the firewood, it starts burning. Click! The closet is unlocked. Open scroll 2. It reads gold, silver, and mercury. Together, they form a key. I better take that. I'll forget what that said. And let's also open scroll 3. The scroll reads, the heart of the garden maze contains the Blothny gem. It is guarded by he who moves as the moon. What is this? A dark liquid sloshes inside the bottle. Yeah, I don't think I want it. The box has been shrink-wrapped. What's this? It seems to be generating heat inside of it. Yeah, let's take that. And let's take that happy box. And let's set it on fire. Because in fire, it's supposed to freeze. When you throw the box in the fireplace, it burns up. Clouds of smoke billow from the fireplace. The light reflects off the star with blinding radiance. It must have been in the box. This heavy brass star bears the inscription Fire and Ice. Take the star. Cool. Alright. Something I want to check. I don't know if it's unlocked or not, though. Can I open the desk, or do I need a key? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. The element's name and atomic number are as shown. Copper, silver, gold, mercury, lead, uranium. And I'll need that to figure things out. No problem. Have you emotionally revived? Hello, little creature. That was definitely not your imagination. This little creature is running circles around you. All that running probably makes him extremely hungry. Does that key work on the thing? Because I think this is locked. Oh, it is. Click, the cabinet is unlocked. Awesome. The old-looking doll is shaped like a gypsy fortune teller. The detail on the doll makes you think that it is almost alive. Okay. It is a... There were only 3 made. I wish they had, like, done more, but... This seems to just be a purely Nintendo thing. Although it was also on, like, one of the older Mac ones. This seems to be an ordinary bedroom. You feel very, very weak. Pressure begins to bear down on you. Let's open this. Open the table. And open the scroll. The scroll reads, "Doll, doll, wilt thou lead the lost?" You memorize the magic words. Ah, scroll 1 disappeared. Open the diary. This diary reads, "My star is gone, but not lost. Master's servant will pay for his betrayal. The vehicle of my power has not yet served its purpose. When it sets me free, I will have a chance to realize my unlimited potential. The forces of the technological society will be unprepared for the likes of me. I will not be denied. My victory is inevitable." And my mic is not playing nice, so let's turn it back up. I've had to turn it up and down and up and down, and I don't know what's going on with it. This bathroom is cold and dark. You notice that there is no toilet. I don't think there was a toilet in the earlier one either. Oh, well, that's fine. We don't need to be here. Well, actually, open the hamper. This towel smells pretty bad. You notice that it's stained with blood. What about this towel? It's a soft towel. Cool. I always thought that this was supposed to be something special, but it's not. It's a giant stuffed fish. That's all. Let's go out here. Hi again. That was, yeah, he's... At this point, we know that he's gonna get hungry. But if we fed him, he would be happy. Alright, let's leave some garbage. I do not need GR1. I do not need the cologne, because now I smell nice. I do not think I need the diary anymore. Wait, don't do it! Okay, apparently it's important. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of that rotten salami. Yes, I can. Oh my god. Drop the salami over here. What do you mean I can't drop it here? There. It's like, let me throw away the rotten salami! Matches, key, scroll, star, card, gypsy doll. Yep, those are all needed. Okay, cool. Let's go over here. As you approach the building, you see that it is guarded by two menacing dogs. Dogs, you say to yourself. Why did it have to be dogs? I don't know. Because that's usually what guards places? Also, who's feeding those things? Can I talk to them and say, good doggy? The dog bares his teeth and smart at you and snarls. Oh, well, cool. Kick... Wait, hold on. Because I'm going to do something stupid. Kick the dog. The dog suddenly charges you. You are overcome by the canine savagery. The last thing you see is the dog's vicious fangs lunging for your throat. Bad dog. No biscuit. Okay, we know how to fix this. Here we go. You shouted, thunder. Suddenly, lightning begins to flash and you hear a loud peal of thunder. At this, the dogs recoil. They put their tails between their legs and scamper away. The door is now unguarded. You stand in solemn awe of this abandoned house of worship. You feel the presence of long-dead worshippers. It is a marble bowl filled with celestial water. This beautifully crafted ornament is attached firmly to the wall. See, desecrating this shrine is not a good idea. I thought that this was like a bowl of water. I got confused by it when I was a kid. Now, interesting thing, it is filled with celestial water because we're not allowed to call it holy water, apparently. But in Castlevania, they're allowed to call it holy water? So, question mark? But let's take that. Take the goblet. As you fill the goblet, and the thing is, we didn't fill it, we just took it. It was already filled. You see the altar move to the side. Wow, you found a secret passage. Under the altar is a dark hole stretching down some 70 feet. The stale, damp odor of stagnant water rises out of the hole. Examine the candles. This rather gaudy candle holder looks like it was stolen from Liberace's stage show. Okay. Use matches. Let's light the candles. When the flame is put near the candles, it starts burning. You shouted doll doll. A weird voice emerges from the doll's lips. Talk to my pious brother. He can help you find your sister. A word from him can open doors in high places. You memorize the magic words. Open sesame! The marble bust speaks. It moans these words. Let the door be opened for this poor strayed lamb, but he must not travel in darkness. As soon as the statue stops speaking, the door opens. You step into a large yard. You can see a stone maze in the distance. Oh no! A horrifying apparition in the shape of a classic ghost swoops down upon you like a bird of prey. The thing is offended by the flames and flies off to its supernatural home. Yay, candles. Okay, we'll check that out in a bit. What if I want to go down here? You really don't want to climb down there. There's a spider down there that's bigger than a bread box. You really don't want to climb down there. Really, that spider is bad news. Don't try to go down there. You really don't want to climb down there. The spider that's down there would rip you to shreds. Well, what do you know? It's a giant spider. It crushes your tiny body in its large, powerful jaws. I just love how it, this is the only time that this game warns you multiple times about something that is clearly going to kill you. So naturally, we have to do it and let it kill us. Does open work on this or no? There we go. Yay, water. Hey, can I drink that? Will it kill me? Let's use this on south. The ice-cold water feels good as you wash your face in it. Okay, cool. The plants within this greenhouse are very dead. Let's water the plants. Water streams from the can into the hardened, cracked soil. A tiny sprout has pushed its nose out of the dry dirt. Can we do that again? The previously lifeless clay pot now sports a lush green plant. As you fill the can, it gets heavy. Physics. It's what's for dinner. Water streams from the can into the hardened, cracked soil. Wow! The plant suddenly bears fruit! Let's take it. It looks delicious. Take the fruit. Oops. Let's examine it. This fruit looks quite tasty. See? I was right. So clearly we need to eat it. What would you like to use this on? Myself. You bite into the ripe fruit. Both sweetness and sourness mix in your mouth. Suddenly your body begins to age a year for every second. In moments, your body blows away in the wind. Yeah, it just kind of likes to throw deaths at you, and the only way you find out about them is by accident. Who wouldn't want to eat a fruit? I've got some cherries. Oh, that was what I wanted to say earlier. I got some cherries. Because they looked really delicious. And I had some earlier, and they were delicious. Move this way. Okay. I think I have everything I need. I just have one problem. I don't remember what the maze is. Yeah, I know. Okay. Let me think if I've got everything I need. So, I need the cage for that section. I need the bouquet for that section. And then I use that to get that. Okay, I think I got what I need. The only problem is I don't know what direction to take, so this is going to be the longest part of the game. You wonder where you are. All you can see are stone walls, Grammar. You feel that you are lost in a very strange place. Move north. There are letters engraved on the stone slab. It's very hard to read them. The Blothany gem is in the deep place. Okay, cool. Move east. Move east. Oh, move north. A zombie blocks your way. Cool, let's use you. A mysterious light shoots out of the zombie. Shoots out of the pendant. The zombie is blasted right in the face. A blue nimbus engulfs the body of the zombie and, with a flash, disappears. Move north. Move east. Move east. Move east. The name of the tombstone reads Ace Harding. The name sounds familiar, but you can't remember why. Let's go back. Let's try going south. This really is a dead end. Let's hope you don't turn up the same way. Not again. Another dead end. Any way you turn, the cold stone walls hem you in. Probably because I don't remember what direction to take. Alright, let's try going back. Let's see, I don't believe I've gone south from here. Dead end. Okay, let's... let me examine this skin. Okay, so I know where I'm at. Let's try going north. The pendant can protect you from the undead. Oops. Yeah, we kind of already knew that from the letter. The bouncing creature loves things that fly. Oh. Whoa, this is like a scene from a Living Dead film. It brings a new meaning to the term dead end. Will you let me go this way? Okay, cool. Here lies Talamar, so we think. Ace Harding and Talamar, I believe, are characters from previous games. It's a tombstone. Luckily, your name hasn't been carved into it. Ooh. I don't know if I'm going the correct direction here. No, okay. Ah! Okay, let's not go that way. Okay, let's use that pendant again. Ah, here we go. Move south. You see a tombstone that has been carved quite differently than the others. On the tombstone are the words, "A rose is but a rose." You wonder what the message could possibly mean. It's a bouquet of flowers. These would look good on a tombstone. Well, let's put 2 and 2 together, shall we? As a gesture of kindness, you put the bouquet at the foot of the headstone. That's not the foot of the headstone, but okay. The tombstone slides away, revealing a secret passage. I still gotta tweak my volumes. Move west. 3 cages have been sealed within the far wall of the maze. Oh shit. I hope I have the right key for this. Click. Oh, thank God. 3 animals jump out of the cages. They are confused by their freedom and new surroundings. Well, let's use... Since there's a thingy that likes flying thingies, please tell me I have the cage. Okay, good. Let's capture the bird. You grab the hawk and put it in the cage. Suddenly, the snake attacks the cat. It is amazingly swift. Glomp, the snake's middle quickly swells up. It would be an extreme understatement to say that the cat is very full. No, I would say that the snake is very full. I would say the cat is very dead. It can't even move. Well, at least they got that part right. There's actually hints about it, like, in different, pictures around. This is definitely one of those games, like, as a kid before the internet, you would have had little to no idea on what to do and just had to figure it out on your own. So, it's kind of a triad thing. So, the snake wants to eat the cat wants to eat the bird, and the bird wants to eat the snake, because they're all hungry. So you've got to break this triad without getting yourself killed, because if you pick up the snake, then the cat will eat the hawk and then will kill you. If you pick up the cat, then the hawk will eat the snake and then go after you. So you can't, like, create a no-win condition for yourself here. It's just you keep kind of blindly stumbling around until you get the answer, which is, I think, what I did as a kid. I didn't really understand stuff back then, so... No, not this way. Yeah, let's go back. Move south. Okay, I want to save here because I can't remember if this thing will actually kill you. Before your eyes is the biggest, strangest creature you've ever seen. It bounces up and down. There is some kind of jewel behind it. So let's go save. Okay. Can I talk to you? I am the guardian of the Blothney gem. No one may touch it. Can I touch you? Okay. Can I hit you? The creature's body simply bounces back. You can't take it. You can't take it. And of course it's covering it, so you can't really do anything. Okay, cool. So it doesn't actually eat you, despite having a gigantic mouth, I guess. Can I open it? It won't open. That's actually encouraging. I would prefer if its mouth did not open. Okay, let's let's release the bird. As soon as she opened the cage, the bird flew off. And away it goes. The strange creature was utterly fascinated by the bird. It gave chase to eat it. Well, there you go. Moon logic, in this case almost literally. Let's get out of here. It's the entrance. The magic word probably can carry you instantly from the inside the maze to the entrance. Now I understand what it means to go from here to there, you say to yourself. Cool. No, dummy, try again. You stand at the entrance of a large domed building. Nope, yeah. It's a pentagonal hole. It appears that something used to reside in it. The silver orb and spire decorate the door nicely. You wonder if they light up or something. You see nothing unusual. It's a sign that says Magisterium. Some elaboration would be nice. Oh, derp. You insert the gem in the hole. It fits perfectly. Suddenly, the gem begins sending off sparks. You get the feeling the silver orbs have something to do with this. Voila! The door opens. As soon as you enter the room, you are shocked to discover a floating blue creature. It seems to be some sort of guardian. You hear it hiss something about food. Can we talk to you? I need the seed from a growing green thing, it hisses. Can I hit you? Nothing happens. I'm trying to... You are too scared to get near it. Okay, no death condition on this one I get. Alright, cool. Here, have some fruit. You can age. Suddenly, the strange creature's hungry eyes light up. It attacks the fruit and swallows it down with one gulp. Satisfied, the hideous creature belches and disappears. It probably had a bad case of indigestion. I doubt this key will work. Oh, there's no keyhole. Cool. This room is dominated by a huge telescope. Can I look through it? These large lenses can bring the stars to your eyes. Cool. Maybe someday we'll be able to reach one of these distant points of light on this star map. Turn a few pages of the book. The language of this text is indecipherable to you. What's this thing? These large lenses. Okay, yeah, I don't care about that. Nope, nope, I actually don't care about that. There we go. The moon will crash into your face. Well, I guess I could. This looked like Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory. I wonder what kind of experiments were performed here. A heavy iron lid is set into the floor. You wonder what could be in the wall safe. Perhaps it contains a clue to the whereabouts of your sister. Okay. This is where I need your help, Cole. I need you to write down some numbers. As soon as I examine what the numbers should be. Is it here? Okay, gold, silver, and mercury. Okay, so we need gold, silver, mercury. So I need you to write it in chat. 79, 47, 80. Because I have a terrible short-term memory and I will not remember it. Wait, it was gold, silver, mercury, right? Not silver, gold, mercury? Yeah, it was gold, silver, mercury. I'm sure I didn't misremember that. Remember what I said about short-term memory? Okay, thank you. Oh, no, I don't need that again. Okay, let's open. Something is written on the safe. First, the secret numbers. Last, the right button. Okay. Let's see. 70. No, 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 no. You stupid. Okay. Oh, I used the arrow keys. Oh my gosh. Okay. So 7, 9, 4, 7, 8, 0. You did it! That was the correct combination. Cool. It won't open. Okay, cool. What do we get? The jar is made of an extremely hard substance. It says cookies on it. You can hear something inside when you shake it. Actually, let me see something here. It won't open. Yeah. The cookie jar is stuck. But I really want it. Let's see. Actually, let me save first, just in case this was something that they didn't account for. I did grab the... Okay, good. Let's use the axe and open the cookie jar. Using all your strength, you swing the axe. With a crash, both the axe and the cookie jar shatter into pieces. Aha! You were right. There was a cookie in the jar. And it just automatically puts it in your inventory. So they did account for that. Okay, cool. Let's look at the cookie. This cookie was... The cookie was delicious. It tasted like devil's food cake. I wanted to examine it. I guess I sampled it? I don't know. Okay. So now, with this, it won't open. It's locked. And I know if I try to use the key on it, it will not work. It's the wrong one. However, as delicious as this cookie looks, we know somebody who's been running around who's probably really hungry. You set the cookie on the plate. The creature finally stops running. He grabs the waiting cookie and quickly runs away. In his haste, he leaves the key which he had carried with him. Try again. There we go. Nope. Gotta hit the right pixel. The door is unlocked. Ouch! With a thud, you land on the floor of this cave. You notice that there's about 5 inches of tar on the ground. Oh, hi, spider. Bye. You stand in a section of cave that is mysteriously frozen. An acrid mist rises from the frozen sludge of the cave mouth. The misty tendrils form themselves into a robed human figure. He says, "You've come. I've been waiting for you. Please, listen to me. Long ago, I dueled with my disciple Drakan in this place. I confined him here, in the ice, but his power was too much for me. I am now forever locked in this dimension, with only the ability to project my image into this cave. I ask a favor of you, my son. Send the sleeping Drakan in the ice away into the dark world." With that, the old man disappears. The whole cave is frozen solid. In fire, it freezes. In ice, it burns. With a shout, you throw the brass star into the ice. Suddenly, a flaming apparition appears. Steam bursts from the ice as it rapidly melts. The melting ice mass creates a flow of water that rushes into the next cave. The current sweeps a human figure from within the ice into the next cave. Suddenly, the old man reappears. "Hurry! Before he can awake, you must eject him into the dark world. Do as I request." With that, he again disappears. The current suddenly pulls you under, and you're swept away. Sputtering, you stand up in the water and notice that you are in a very small cave. In his dark robe, the frozen figure begins to thaw rapidly. This has to be Drakan. Let's throw him into the hole. His moan echoes for quite some time, gradually fading. Cool. If I hadn't done that, I would have died. Aha! You seem to have found an exit. An ancient staircase leads you straight to a door. Oh. Let's unlock it. Cool. Indeed. As you enter the room, the door slams closed behind you. You hear your sister's voice crying out. It sounds like it's coming from above you. Suddenly, the screaming stops. You're inside the dining room. Help! It's your sister's voice. It sounds closer than before. Your sister must be on this floor somewhere. You must be getting close. As you enter the bathroom, the door slams shut behind you. Your sister's screams are deafeningly loud in here. It almost seems as if she's on top of you. This light fixture seems to have been shaped to be gripped. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Okay, cool. As you turn on the faucet, water gushes out. The water in the bathtub now begins to overflow. The tub begins to fill rapidly. The drain doesn't appear to be working correctly. The water is getting really deep. Too bad you didn't bring your rubber duck. The water continues flowing, flooding the bathroom. Bubbling, the water level rises. Your head is almost touching the ceiling. If the water level goes any higher, you're in deep trouble. You did it! It's open! You wonder what's on the other side. Probably my sister. You come out into the attic. It's your big sis! At last, you found her! She seems to be ignoring you. Come on, sis! You shout at her, but she doesn't move. Ellipsis! What's with her? No matter what you say, she doesn't respond. You look at her very closely and then shrink back in horror. Your sister's eyes are glazed, and her sickly smile tells you that something is horribly wrong. You slap your sister. Sis! Sis! What's wrong with you, you ask? Suddenly, a horrible spirit comes out of your sister's body and screeches at you. The thing begins to speak in a low rattle. This little one is too weak for me. I need new blood and a stronger body. I need you. I will have you. You will join us now. I'm doing a terrible voice, I know. My voice is getting a little worn out. In horror, your sister shakes her head, gets up, and jumps out the window. I hope there was soft ground under that. Now that she's safe, and hopefully doesn't have broken legs, it's time to deal with you, you shout at the undead nightmare. Now, you would think that that's a hint, but I want to see if I can examine them. You know beyond a shadow of a doubt that this creature is the source of all the evil here. Cool. Let's throw some holy water at you. Drink this, you say, as you splash the water on the spirit. The hideous creature screams in pain at the touch of the water. In an instant, the menacing apparition fades into nothingness, leaving no tangible evidence of having been there. The water in the bathroom has almost reached your head. No, I'm pretty sure that it's not going anywhere. You climb through the window out onto the balcony. You are surprised that the air is so mild. In fact, a warm, pleasant breeze wafts past. A bright, warm sun begins to shine through the clouds. Then you see your sister. Sis! Sis! You're okay! You shout as you hug her. Of course I am, silly, your sister replies. I just went into this house a couple of minutes ago. At least, it seemed like a couple of minutes ago. I guess I fell asleep. Boy, what a nightmare I had. You hug your sister again, thanking heaven above that it's all over. Your sister is now herself again. You are aware of a sense of peace and triumph. It was a nightmare, wasn't it? She asks hesitantly. You see fear in her eyes. With a smile, you reply, Of course it was, sis. Just a real bad dream. Let's go home, you say, as you and your sister step into the warm, golden glow of the summer sun. A few steps later, your sister asks you, Where the hell did you park the car? We've got a little explaining to do. And that is Uninvited. The end. And I think this is a good place for me to wrap it up. What? What? Okay. What? It's a happy ending. We saved our sister and we escaped. And we eliminated this evil presence that was, you know, causing all these horrific things like ghosts and dogs and rotten salamis. I like the way it looks, and I got quiet randomly because I was just letting it wash over me. That's fine. Vague and murder. Yeah, you know, have you ever played games? Hang on a second. Yeah, have you ever played games? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn that off. Have you ever played King's Quest or Space Quest or like any of those kinds of PC games where it's like, you know, like a point and click adventure game kinda? Oh. Okay, that's gonna make this harder to explain. So point and click adventure games are basically like in MS-DOS is kind of where they started. And they're follow-ups to text adventure games. You played a few point and clicks, but you remember them. They went the big ends. Okay, then you're familiar with the concept. All right. So yeah, it's basically this is the NES version of a point and click adventure game. The Mac version was a little bit different. Like your inventory were like little graphics that you like would move around on the screen and stuff. I have a copy and I have like a Mac emulator, but it's I honestly think the Nintendo version is far superior. In terms of just, you know, general fun. But to be fair, I'm also a little bit biased in terms of, since, you know, this is from my childhood. Let's see. Let us save my childhood games. I have completed that on stream, and that will be that. Let's go ahead and close this out, because I think we're done playing Nintendo. And let's go to the lounge scene, where you can chat freely. So, are you looking forward to Super Metroid tomorrow? I gotta come up with like a playlist of music for whenever I'm in the lounge scene. A little. Well, to be fair, you know, I'm not. You know, this is not a thing where we're looking to beat it really fast or right away or anything like that. It took me 3 sessions to get through Super Metroid, I think. And that was broken up over the course of 5 hours of game time. Probably longer because I think being on like the map screen and stuff doesn't count. But yeah, I would say the goal for this, the primary goal is just to get past the first area and get into planet Zebibibibibis. Zebibibibibis. Zebibibis? The baby. Anyway, that's our main goal. We want to get you past that. Everything after that is gravy. So it's like one of those, you know, just explore, see what there is. What kind of crazy things are out there. Enjoy the ambience. That kind of thing. What was I doing? Oh. I'm gonna see... Do I have anybody to raid? Raid channel. You're worried about Dingus coming in and being dinguses, but it should be fine. For Super Metroid? I mean, if anybody comes in and spoils anything, you've been watching me play the game, so, I mean, technically there's not really much to spoil. That's kind of why I also wanted to ask you, like, if you wanted to wait for me to beat the game, because now, well, now there's no surprises. We know that, you know, we got to kill some Metroids. We kill Mother Brain. We didn't actually kill Mother Brain. Okay, now we might have killed Mother Brain. Oh shit, it's a rainbow beam. For some reason, it's too gay for me to handle. Um, there is too much pride in Mother Brain, and it's all streaming right at me, and I'm nearly dying. And the baby, the baby is back. The baby. You're familiar with the baby meme from Metroid? Anyway, the baby. And now I've got the gay parasol. And my pride will come shining through like a laser. Literally, like a laser. And then Mother Brain is all like, oh no, you're more fabulous than me. The little Metroid, yes, the baby. You'll see the baby. Because right at the beginning of the game, it talks about the baby. But I think it was like, what was it? Other M or something? One of the games, it was the very first game that Samus Aran had voice acting. So, well, I mean, maybe. I don't... Well, no. I mean, to be fair, Mother Brain might sound more like she did from Captain N. Which probably not the best voice acting. I don't know. They gave her a mouth in that cartoon, and I'm not sure if she's actually capable of speech. Like, canonically? I have no idea. But it's fine. Let me see. I'm just looking at my Streamlabs chatbot to see who we had pop in briefly. And apparently there was somebody named Feet. So, okay. I approve of that name. Anyway, let's call it a night. It's a little past 1:30 here, so we're going to go on a raid. Not a very big raid. There's only a few of us here. But we're going to say hello to a streamer. And let me go back a second. Let me see who all is actually online. Because this doesn't like to actually tell me who's online. Let's go to the Twitch TV website. Oh, God. Let's raid Foxyville. She is currently playing Warcraft 3, so it is only natural. I don't think she's in the orc segment at the moment. Let me check her thing real quick. Yep, it's for mature audiences. That's cool. She is... I don't actually know what section she's doing. But we'll pop in. We'll say hi. Let's give her a raid message. Do I have a raid message? Yeah, I do have a raid message. Cool. Let's unleash the crushing orcish hugs. So go ahead and copy that raid message. We will hopefully push the right buttons. Start raid. Cool. All right. So in a few seconds here, we're going to go ahead and raid, unleash the crushing orcish hugs, and then I will probably get myself something to drink, and probably go to bed soon. So let's see if we can do this. And yes, okay. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you were lurking, Cole, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. This was fun. We beat Super Metroid. we got our asses kicked in Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and then we beat Uninvited. So we had, and I did a lot of food shopping. So today was a productive day. And tomorrow's going to be an even better day for all y'all. So, you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Remember to copy the Orcish hugs, and until next time.